Especially when the coffee's difficult, you're like, well, the coffee's kind of bad. Like, nobody wants to hear that.
Actually, you try.
Today, we're rolling with Faten, who I've known since my first visit in 2018. It was in July that year when the ban on women driving was lifted in the kingdom. So when she told me that she was going to come and pick Shaun and I up, that sounded great to me. In this episode, we're changing it up a bit and letting you hear how we talk about evaluating coffee for others while making the drive across Riyadh to visit a cafe called Mid-Sajj, which is featured in the link below. Hope you enjoy it.
So like, how many cafes are we going? 20?
I don't know if you have time.
Is there food at this cafe?
Yes, there is like croissant, some English cake if you want, some desserts. But we have choose a Mexican restaurant for you guys if you want.
Ooh, Mexican?
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay. Because I don't like Arabic food, so that's why we don't choose. I'm sorry.
Jay had steak last night.
We've had plenty of mandi, so it's all right.
I know. Every time you came here, they just give you mandi and kabsa.
But you know, yesterday when Ahmad asked me what I want, I said mandi.
Oh, you did. So you did want mandi.
Yeah, so I
I figured you wanted to have porterhouse.
No, I was like, let's go for rice.
Oh, you guys know Porterhouse?
Yeah, we went. That's where they took us last night.
Great. It's a good restaurant, to be honest.
I'm actually still kind of full.
Okay, so first coffee then. No eating before coffee.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
As you wish. I'm easy. As you wish.
You're easy, but I think Mr. Shaun is hungry. But I need your professional opinion about the coffee here.
Oh man.
Like a critical opinion?
Yes.
Is this your coffee?
Where?
At where we're going?
I don't know.
Or are we critically tasting other people's coffee?
Both. Let's do both.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Don't make me do that. Okay, everything
People tend not to like me when I do that.
No, I like
everything I say today.
No, I mean the owners
honest
of the cafe tend not to like us.
Really?
Because then you're like, well, because here's the thing. Everybody wants, when they know that you do what we do,
Compliments.
people are always like, well, they always want you to try their coffee, and then they always want to hear beautiful things because they love their product. And it's like I feel terrible to like people. Well, the coffee, especially when the coffee's difficult, you're like, well, the coffee's kind of bad. Like, nobody wants to hear that.
Actually, you tried an espresso yesterday in the competition.
Okay.
But not from the competitor, from other booth.
Yes.
And I got to taste that espresso you tasted.
Okay.
It was horrible. And you said it's beautiful, and you said
I wouldn't
it's
say it was horrible.
You didn't say it. Yeah, you didn't say it. But it was.
But it's not, well, here's the thing.
It was very.
It has to be really
sharp.
extreme. Here's the thing. So because I've had a lot of coffees, and I'm sure Shaun probably feels the same way because he might have actually he probably had more coffees than I've had.
Yeah.
Because of all the green judging he does, but I've had some very, very unpleasant coffees over the years. So, and I mean really, really unpleasant. But the coffee yesterday was, it was bright, but it wasn't terribly unpleasant. It's not as unpleasant as some of the coffees I've had in the world.
I'm not saying it's the most horrible coffee in the world. I'm just saying it was horrible.
Well, I can tell you that every coffee I drink today will either be good or nice.
I can tell you're lying.
Or if I get a really nice coffee, I'll be like, wow, that's really good. But that will be because it's really nice. It will either be good, nice, not bad. Yeah.
That's what scorekeeper do, right? Doesn't say the right.
Well, unless you're typically unless you really have a rapport with someone or you're getting paid or something like that, you don't really want to crush on their dreams.
Yeah, sure.
It's just kind of
But
harsh.
some notes will help them to make things right?
Sure, but but here's the thing. That really only works when people are genuinely interested in what you have to say and actually making a change.
Yeah, that's me.
But I'm saying that a lot of people are not.
Ah, okay.
Most people, what do you think? Am I wrong?
Huh?
You're just trying not to get caught on camera with this conversation. I get it.
So, Well, I think there are people who want to improve their coffee, and then there are people who are willing to take any form of criticism, because improving the coffee is more important than whether their ego gets damaged or whether they feel bad about the comment. But there are some people who want to improve their coffee, but they probably don't think their coffee is as bad.
Yeah.
So you have to ask ourselves, like, when you give the comments, right? Like, if you're judging and you give comments, the context is that you know the comments will be taken, and you're very careful how you write your comments, because you know that the competitor wants to probably read the comments and justify their performance, and whether they agree or not, be able to improve.
Yeah.
So when I visit cafes, it's the same thing. Like sometimes in Singapore, when I go to cafes and then my students meet me in the coffee shop, right? They're always like, buy me coffee, right? And then they always crowd around and they ask me, what do you think about this coffee? Like in class, right?
Yeah.
And I'll be like, yeah, it's okay. No. I said because the context is different, right? Over here, I'm paying a coffee and I drink. And like in Singapore, when I go out for coffee, I'll be honest with you. I just go like, oh, this is sweet, bitter, sour. The taste balance is nice. Nah, it's good enough.
That's it.
Yeah, because if I pay only $5 for it, I'm not gonna complain much, right? But you know, I would complain if I buy a $13 coffee and it sucks.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but if I buy a $5
There we go.
if I buy a $5 and $6 coffee, which I think is an average price of a coffee, right? And it's not too bad, I'm not gonna say anything.
But I'm begging you now.
No, but if you
I'm
see,
begging you. Just if you have some notes, I'll be happy to hear it.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll tell you what
Yes.
we really think.
Please.
Okay, we'll tell.
yeah, but
Please.
if it's your coffee though,
Yeah.
I would happily dissect it for you. I would dissect it, I would critique it, because I know that you know, it's gonna be super helpful for you, right?
Yeah,
So
sure.
I want to help. So if it's your coffee, I'll be really happy to dissect it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. But don't be harsh on me though.
Oh, now, see, that's exactly what we're talking about. Don't be harsh. Tell me what you really think, but don't be too harsh.
No, just kidding. Just go whatever you want. If you want to be harsh, go harsh.
Like the times that I remember one time I was asked by a friend of mine who owns a coffee roasting company. He was like, hey, I got these clients that want to open their own, they want to open a shop together. They're two friends that want to partner up, and one guy has the money, one guy has the ideas. They wanted to ask you for your advice, take you out to dinner, listen to their plan, and have your thoughts. And I actually, okay, I agreed to them, and they took me out to this really wonderful dinner, like beautiful dinner, Italian dinner, and they spent quite a bit of money. And I was like, then they were like, they told me their entire plan, and they were like, so what do you think? And I have to, and I said to them, you know, one of the partners, the partner with the money, was sitting left at the table after, you know, the other guy went to the bathroom, and I was like, hey man, I have to, you've asked me to come to dinner to tell you what I think. You paid for a very nice dinner. I have to tell you what I really think.
I have to tell you the truth, yeah.
And I just said to him, you need to run away from this guy as fast as you can, because he has no idea what he's doing. And he's got these crazy ideas, because he had all these like glorified ideas and knew nothing about coffee, knew nothing about the product they wanted to sell.
Oh my god. And he is the one who run the project.
Yeah, and so, of course, they got mad at me. I was like,
Both of them?
Yeah, even the guy with the money. And they've still went ahead with their project. They've spent all this money and they burned it all because they flushed it all away because the place is out of business. And I was like within a year they were out of business.
That's sad.
But
sad.
even then, like, you know, people are like, yeah, we really want to know what you think.
No, you don't.
They no, people don't want to know. They don't want to know.
Yeah,
So
see,
please give us your opinion.
yeah,
I don't
that's
think
the, that's
you
the
want
thing.
my opinion.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I'm obsessed with learning, so if anyone with experience give me notes, I'll be appreciated. I'm
Okay,
sure.
okay, we'll give
For
you
sure.
your notes. You will never want to
Yeah,
hang
if
out
you
with
want
them
notes,
again.
it's really easy. We buy the coffee and we take it back to the car, and then we can talk about the coffee.
Sure.
Oh wait, I don't mind talking about it in the store.
Yeah.
Ah, I would.
You wouldn't?
No.
Why?
Why?
I will never talk about someone else's coffee in front of them.
Well, I don't think if they're not
You
sitting
know what?
with us.
I do the same. I do the same. Seriously, I do the same.
Yeah.
But
Never.
this guy, the owner of the cafe, there we go.
Oh, he wants to know.
Yes, he's actually my friend.
Oh, I mean, I kind of meant like, I'll talk about it in the store, but if we're just on our own. But okay, whatever. If he really really believes he'll be all right with it.
Even him is interesting.
All right. Like for me, the worst thing of owning a cafe is when you have industry people come to visit.
Yeah.
Like I had a friend of mine from Texas come, Tim Cox. There it is. And he was like, "Hey man, I'm in town." I was like, "I'm sorry, dude, I can't meet you because I've got all this stuff going on." He's like, "No worries, I'm just gonna stop by your shop." And man, I said, I always tell them, "Well, let me know how it goes," because I really do want to know. But man, I'm sweating it. I'm sweating it. Like, oh my gosh, what are these people gonna have to say?
Yeah, right. So like when you're behind the bar, and then you get this bunch of people that come in, and then you see them at the side whispering about coffee. I mean, it's annoying.
But what
Is it
if
annoying?
they wanted to get notes from you?
What's the good
I
news?
would give them as a barista. I would discuss with them, but sometimes people buy the coffee, they sit in the corner and they start discussing, and it's very clear they're talking about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's why
This is just
never.
rude, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I never talk about coffee in the person's
sure.
cafe.
This is bowling.
What were your descriptors again that you use when you go to coffee places?
Descriptors?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It's nice. It's good. Good.
What if you really like it? What would you actually say? What
Wow.
do you think?
Yeah.
Wow.
So if I really like it, I will talk to the barista. I will actually talk about coffee.
Oh.
So if you see me go to a cafe and you hear me talk to the barista about the the coffee, or you hear me complimenting the barista, that means I really like the coffee.
I never say anything to anyone about the coffee I had.
Yeah.
I just drink and go.
Which means you will never taste a good coffee. That's why.
No, I tasted like very good coffee. No, I didn't say that. Come on. I did, but I never say anything about it, to be honest. It's okay to walk,
Sure.
because I would have very big problem with barking, so.
And shukran for watching.